Hello everybody, and welcome to your Archangel Gabriel Tarot reading. We are going to be bringing messages from the higher realms through this reading, and that will include the archangels, passed on loved ones, your spirit guides, and these messages are going to be vast. I'm going to pull as many through as possible so that more of you can resonate and relate to this video. So let's see what Archangel Gabriel has to say to you, why Archangel Gabriel has led you to this reading. And I'm going to pull them all and get them situated, and then we will go through each card. So, Lacia of Parviti, and I'm sorry, I'm terrible at pronunciation when I've never physically heard somebody speak this before. But this is a very lovely card right here. You know, this is the energy of the Divine Mother and guaranteed success. Oh, this one is nice too. You don't have anything to worry about. A way is being created for you. The Divine Mother coming in, guaranteed success, and a way is being made for you. And 3222, I like the synchronicity of that. And now the Mandala of the heart, 528 hertz. So this is a frequency that can help balance your energy, your heart chakra, help you heal. There's a lot of meditations on YouTube with this frequency to listen to, you know, during the day or while you sleep. But Archangel Gabriel talking about some heart healing coming in, or some heart healing is needed. Oh goodness. Now I'm just making them all fall down. I'm so sorry. Right, next out is the Spirit Owl of 852 hertz. So another frequency Archangel Gabriel is wanting to talk to you about that, you know, can be helpful on your journey at this time. And, you know, this is finding out your divine purpose and seeing the divine order of all things. So a lot of different information is being projected to you from Archangel Gabriel, but Archangel Gabriel is the divine messenger, so there is so many beings behind him that he is speaking for, for you, bringing you all sorts of messages. Like, the Divine Mother energy is wrapping around some of you, and there's this guaranteed success. A way is being made for you with the number 22, which is a master number, and then, a heart healing coming in, raising your vibration to connect higher into, the higher realms, better access to Archangel Gabriel. Now we have the Sacred Scar, and this comes out under 22. This is card number 11. And this means everything on your journey is for purpose, and it has taught you, it has evolved you, it has shaped you. And, even the things that have brought you sadness and heartache and pain, they are still sacred, they are still divine, they are still part of your story. And, what's left behind is a reminder of where you've been and how far you've come. So you definitely bear the sacred scar. You have experienced a lot of things in life that may have been quite painful to you. And now we have the sacred rapture coming through as the last card. And this is, speaking about a very joyous breakthrough, things coming in to order for you, things making sense for you. Some of you, this could involve a romantic partnership that has you very confused or gotten you distracted off your path, your life purpose. So the main energies of this reading from the higher realms, that the archangels, your passed down loved ones, your spirit guides, other beings that are of a much higher order coming through Archangel Gabriel and wanting you to know that, there is healing that is being offered and projected to you, but we have to be what's the word I'm looking for? We have to, be on board with our journey. And sometimes, just depending on what we've been through or the struggles or the challenges, setbacks we've faced, it makes us not want to, deal with things. It can kind of break us down a bit, and that's okay, because what you feel is what you feel. Even if for somebody else they think what you're going through is small, it's none of their business. They're not living your story. You are. What you feel is what you feel, and you always have to honor what you feel. But work towards filtering through those emotions. Always work towards, the higher lesson, the light, higher frequency of vibration. Don't get stuck in that space of despair and sadness and feeling broken down. Again, when certain things happen, we all experience an amount of time in that space because, you're adjusting to what has just happened. And for some people, they get stuck in that space. And Archangel Gabriel doesn't want that to happen to you. There is so much more ahead. There's a personal rapture that's going to take place. And again, for some of you, this is smaller things. And for others of you, these are much larger things that Archangel Gabriel is speaking about that have played out in your life, that have created the sacred scar within your heart. And now is the time for profound and deep healing to come into play for each and every one of you that is drawn into this reading. And we have the 528 hertz for the heart mandala, the heart chakra. Really look for different meditations to try, and you will be very surprised at the healing that comes in and how rapid it is. And also reach out to Archangel Raphael with your healing process. I did a angel reading for him prior to this one, so check that out if you feel so inclined. But some of you, this heart healing is so important because you are going to transform, and there is things that are happening behind the scenes that you are not aware of. Okay, you have a way is being made for you. You have guaranteed success, the divine mother's love wrapping around you, trying to nourish you, trying to heal your wound so it becomes a scar. It's no longer oozing and bleeding and really keeping you anchored into lower vibrational energies. And to really help raise your frequency and connect into the higher realms, meditations at 852 hertz is will be very helpful to you in achieving that. And with the spirit owl, there's a lot of wisdom that's trying to seep up from your soul that's been gained through your experiences, the life lessons, the challenges, everything that you've been going through. All of that experience is now trying to transform into wisdom. And so the heart healing has to take place, and then you rise into the higher frequencies. Your consciousness expands. You have the rapture. You are healed. You are ready to move forward in this path that has already been created for you. So let's pull some tarot. Judgment, transformation and renewal, liberation, uplifted. See, Archangel Gabriel is saying, I am making a way for you. There are other beings who are on your team who are helping make this way for you. And we want to connect with you. We want to communicate with you. We want to bring deep healing in for you. But you have to meet us halfway. You have to, and again, I understand certain things you go through. You've got to sit in those lower vibrations as you process, but there comes a point where you have to tell yourself, okay, it's time for me to move on. I will heal. I will prevail. This will not break me down. This will not define me. This will only catapult me into a better version of myself. And when you're in the healing process with certain things, it's hard to see that. But I will tell you, one person in my life that really just screwed me over in every way possible, and it took me quite some time to move beyond those emotions. just what that taught me, the wisdom gained, and where I am now today, the path that was made for me through the process. I want to tell that person, hey, you know what, and all of that you didn't break me down. Thank you for making me, the badass bee I am today, because without all of your drama and trauma, I wouldn't be this. And so you've got to look at, the different experiences as that, building you into a much better version of who you currently are. And the evolution process is never ending throughout your entire life journey. And with judgment, also, that's about karma, right? So there's a nice karmic balance, justice coming in for you. Archangel Gabriel wants you to know that, and wants to prepare you vibrationally so that you can receive everything that is owed to you, and anything that is taken from you, that you lose, always returns to you in a different form, because all is energy. Next out is the Aurora, and this is invisible truth, illumination, inspiration, and this would be the star in a standard tarot deck, which is great healing. Follow the light, a light at the end of the tunnel. A way is being made for you. You have nothing to fear. And with the star coming out, that also talks about the higher level beings that are trying to come in and work with you. Next is the Wheel of Fortune, change, riddle, progression, time. See, there it is. Things will shift and turn in your favor. Anything that you're very confused about right now, you're feeling hurt about right now, setbacks, challenges, all of it, there will be a shifting of that energy. You have to know that. You have to believe in that. And that may be the light at the end of the tunnel, just holding on to faith that keeps you putting one foot in front of the other every day, not giving up, not losing hope. And I had no idea what Archangel Gabriel was going to talk about before this reading, but really it's what I'm getting is to ease like your worries and concerns and anxieties about what's up ahead, and also some deep heart healing for some of you. And through that process, you have this rapture, the change of fortune with the will, and the star here, a way is being made for you. Follow the light, follow the advice, the energy balance will happen for you. Next is the Eight of Water, walking away, new course, discontinue. Okay, so there are some things that you did lose, that walked away from you, etc. And all of those energies are going to return to you in a new form. And that's, foretold here with the Whisper of Fortune next to the Eight of Water. There will be a return of all that you have lost. And, for some of you, you may be hoping that it's one specific person or one specific thing that's going to return. Try to be very fluid in your expectation, and know Archangel Gabriel is assuring you right now that all you have lost will return to you in a new form, but you must be very fluid in that expectation, or no matter what returns to you, you may find yourself disappointed. And that doesn't mean bad things are coming to you or not wonderful things are coming to you. It just means if you have an expectation of exactly how things should be, and that's the only thing that will make you happy, everything that comes, it will fall short because it's not that expectation. And there is so much good that is going to come into your life with the Aurora, with judgment, with the Whisper of Fortune, that Archangel Gabriel is asking you to become very fluid in your expectation, because that's when the best things show up. All right, and last we have the Tempest, overwhelming, wild, untamed, severe. This would be the Devil in the Standard Tarot. And this is that negative energy for many of you, the lower frequency vibrational energy that you are going to shift out of with the help of Archangel Gabriel, as well as other beings and spiritual members of your team. So we're going to pull some Angel Ascension cards and dig a little deeper about where they're trying to take you. Honor how far you have come. Yes, see, every step on your journey is sacred. It is meaningful. It is leading to something, even that really hard stuff. And you see that big, beautiful butterfly, that is your transformation. Next out is fulfillment. See, a way is being made for you. You are protected. A successful outcome is forecast. We just need to do some heart healing and raise our overall vibration and frequency, doing some crown work, chakra, to really connect into those higher realms. So there is fulfillment coming for you. Centering in divine light. The angels are with you, especially Archangel Gabriel. And this is all about being very fluid in all things. I know that when you're living life and certain things happen and you're experiencing challenges and setbacks, it's easy to lose sight of faith and all is well and everything's going to work out because, hello, that's the unseen, right? And as humans, we're very conditioned to focus on what is seen, what is tangible, what we can touch, what we can see, what we can smell. And right now, with Archangel Gabriel coming through, these divine messages, this is a time where you've really got to count on your faith and fall back on that and the belief in good, the belief that even bad times will pass. Nothing is stagnant. All energy is in motion. And soulmate relationship. Okay. So some of you, there is all of this is attached to a very specific person, and everything that has transpired within that connection has, ended in a lot of frustration, a lot of splintered energy, a lot of scattered thoughts and emotions, and you might find that you feel very confused, very hurt, stuck in lower vibrational energy, trying to understand and move forward. And again, all that you have lost or that has been taken from you will return in a new form. With soulmate relationship showing up, what that tells me is those of you where this was a romantic connection that ended and you've really been in the struggle to get over it, there is a new relationship coming into your life that will feel just as significant. Now, some of you, this may be a return of that past person, but just because I felt Archangel Gabriel being very firm on be fluid in your expectation with this soulmate relationship, those of you where that speaks to you, be open. Don't have an idea of who this soulmate is or should be. Focus on the characteristics of the soulmate. Gentleness, honesty, silliness, intelligence, all those things that you desire, and just focus there because it will come to you and it will be just as good, if not better, than what it is that you're missing right now in this moment. Okay, so let's pull some messages from the spirit guides. Your beliefs are right for you. This means that what you believe works for you, and it is 100% true and right for you. But that does not mean that it will work or be the formula for somebody else. And the way they go about things, the way they believe things, the way they do things is the right formula for them. And it doesn't make you right, them wrong, them right, you wrong. This is like the area of gray where there's multiple paths. And, what might work for 80% of everybody is not going to work for that other 20%, and there is a path that is made for that other 20%. And here we go back to a path is being made. So maybe you're on that 20% path and you need to trust and realize you don't need to conform to other people's belief systems or expectations, and nor should you measure others up, to your beliefs or expectations. Let them live their life. You've got to obviously have standards about who you let in to your life, etc. But try not to judge others if they are vastly different from you in the way they go about doing things, because it works for them and what works for you might be very different. Okay, next out is learn from your mistakes. This goes back to the sacred scar and every step on your journey being divine and building up to something more, cracking you open, helping reshape you into a more evolved, wiser version of yourself. And this is where you can't beat yourself up, because, you know, when you get far enough away from something and you look back, you see the writing on the wall, right? And you, or even in just situations where you're like, oh, I should have saw that coming, you know, all of that. Well, it's because you lived through it, you gained the experience, the lesson, you evolved, you became wiser, and so that's why you're able to see the writing on the wall in retrospect. So this is saying, don't beat yourself up for mistakes of the past, because you grow and you learn and you evolve through all of that. All right, let's see what's next. Feel joy in all you do. And this is talking about your frequency, your vibration, and shifting your focus. You know, again, you've got to always honor what you feel. And if what you're going through is not as bad as what other people around you are going through, like let's just say that, you know, there's some situations that are far more severe than you, that doesn't mean that you dismiss or discount you and what you're going through. Again, you're living your life story, nobody else. They don't have your feelings. They don't know what you're going through. And if you're feeling hurt, you're feeling sad, regardless, that's your right. You are living life just as anybody else. And, you know, those who are going through much more than you are, just have compassion and empathy for them. But that doesn't mean it's up to you to make their life better or to save the world, okay? And it doesn't make what you feel or what you're going through small. You've always got to honor your emotions, but there comes a point where you got to get real with yourself and say, okay, we've got to pick up, we've got to heal, we've got to move on. And it's not, let's sweep it under the rug and just try to pretend like it didn't happen. No, it's facing it head on and going through every bit of emotion so that you filter through it entirely and you can gain the experience and the lesson, which, you know, transforms into wisdom and evolution, which is ultimately what you want. So try to feel joy and focus on the good and the positive things and the expectation, the very fluid expectation of the future, of abundance, of happiness, of joy, of heaviness and challenge, passing and moving into ease and harmony and flow. And lastly, release toxic relationships. And, you know, this goes to the soulmate and those of you that it's a very troublesome connection that you've been experiencing, and it's, I feel for most of you, you're probably disconnected from this person. Again, what you've lost will return to you in a new form, and really be fluid in that, because you don't know the beautiful soul that spirit wants to align you with after the storm. Like, you don't know. And I get it. You know, when you really love somebody and you guys are super connected, it's hard to let all of that go and open yourself up to somebody new. It takes time. You've got to give yourself time. But just remember, that person that you feel so connected to was once a stranger to you, and that bond formed over time through experiencing each other. And I just feel for many of you, there is a beautiful relationship for you, that you will love and connect and adore this person as much as you did this person that's heavy on your heart. And, you know, this could even extend into some friendships. Some of you who are suffering with the loss of a really close friend, having a falling out, big argument, and you just realized you guys aren't compatible with each other, despite the history and all of those things. All right, let's pull some cards from your passed on loved ones. See what they would like to add and chime in to this message. Belief. The more you believe in yourself, the more my belief in you can join your manifestations. I have a little magic to bless your journey. The more you believe in yourself, the more I can sprinkle the magic into your journey. So this is going back to feeling joy in all that you do, focusing on the positive things you're grateful for, because that raises your vibration. And as you do that, you have passed on loved ones that add their own energy to what it is you're trying to manifest for yourself. Next is keys. So this is an an object card, and those of you that find keys in random spots, you know, in a parking lot, on the sidewalk, in an old key in a drawer, you know, or maybe it's an emoji somebody's sending you. Any sort of keys that are showing up in your reality, that's your passed on loved ones communicating with you. First and foremost, they are near, but with the key, that's letting you know that they are working to help bring you into a solution, an answer, guidance, and clarity that you've been asking for, as well as helping to open a door for you. And remember, we have the whisper of fortune here. So the wheels of fate are turning. They're going to turn in your favor. You're being led with the star. All that you have lost will return to you in a new form. And, you know, we have success is guaranteed. A way will be made. And then some advice on how to get there. You start seeing keys, that means a door is about to open for you. Next is a message card, and this is karma. Don't negatively retaliate against those who have brought injustice upon you. Stand up for yourself and protect yourself, but don't seek revenge. Keep your karma clean and let the universe balance those energies. Yes, the whisper of fortune. Things will twist and turn, and you know, you will be back up on top, and anybody who has come against you in lower vibrational energies, they will receive the return of that. You can trust the universe to balance all energy, all karma. We have another message card, and it says, I know you've been feeling alone. Your connections and relationships are shifting. The solitude journey is a transition into a different version of yourself. The old doesn't match the new you. You will make solid connections again. Allow yourself to heal and shed the past. That is a very powerful message from your passed on loved one after everything we've already discussed in the reading. All right, and lastly, we have rainbows, another object card. So when you are noticing rainbows in the sky, your attention being directed towards the rainbow, or you're seeing it on TV, in a picture, in emoji, just however it's coming through, that's your passed on loved ones, again, letting you know they are near, but also things are going to be okay. Promises are going to be kept from your spiritual team, from the archangels, and you have a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. You know, it's like the calm after the storm. Everything is going to be okay. You have a strong, powerful spiritual team really helping you, and you know, the 852 hertz and the 528 hertz I highly recommend doing meditations with those frequencies, because it's going to help you heal, and it's going to help open your crown chakra and better connect you in to the archangels, the angelic realm in general, being able to connect with your passed on loved ones, as well as receive the messages from your spirit guides much stronger. And notice the signs and synchronicities that they're constantly leaving in your reality much more as well. All right, let's pull you some advice. Time. The universe is helping you. Look for synchronistic events around you. How perfect is that? Yes, right there. You are not alone. The wheel is turning. Balance. It's time to find balance in your life. What is most important to you? And this is, you know, shifting your thoughts into that positive focus and believing that things are going to turn out okay, and that this energy will pass. And now we have guides. Your spirit guides are there to help you communicate with your spirit guides today. Look at that. Yeah. 852 hertz is going to help you connect with your guides much stronger. So those are the messages from Archangel Gabriel. I am sending you guys lots of love and light. Take care.